It comes down to holding accountability, thinking about the consequences of your inaction. The consequences of your inaction are actually greater than what you do and what you get. Okay? When you relapse on a streak, okay, when you relapse, okay, you have to understand what's getting you. What is it? What's making you make that relapse? What's making it happen? Is it the environment? Is it that you're not busy working on your purpose? Is it that you're always scrolling on Instagram? There are literally, guys, see, this is where the big trick happens. People think that it's like three, four things. No, 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 no. This is a full circle of things. There's probably 100 little things, guys, that affect us. Let me tell you a story. One time I went to someone's home, you know what I mean? I was hanging out over there. I was on a streak, okay? It's clean, no masturbation for a very long time, nothing, okay? Guess what ends up happening? This guy tries putting on a movie, whatever, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden turns on the TV, and you know what happened next. You know what, you could just imagine, the type of shit I saw. All right? This comes down to nitty gritty things. It comes down to where your mind space is. Guys, like, honestly speaking, like, if you want to be a person that wants great relationships, because this shit damages your mind, okay? This shit damages your relationship. It damages the way you even communicate with people. You can't even be a normal communicator, right? Because you end up vibing from a very low frequency, from a frequency of shame and guilt and fear. Honestly, this is the truth. This is your life force energy. What ends up happening is that in today's postmodern environment, because of all the distractions that we have right now in our world, we start to delve so deep into these distractions from the subconscious mind, like, right? Because your subconscious mind drives like 90% of the things that you're going to do in your life, okay? 90% of the things you're going to do, it's like the subconscious is making you do it, okay? So now that you're so programmed to do a certain thing, to live a certain way, you're going to have to deprogram yourself and then go on a semen retention streak. Or if you want to stop watching filth, right, you're going to have to get greater than your environment. You're going to have to get greater than your environment. Now, does your environment control you, or do you control your environment? Right? This is something to really study, guys. This is not just like a philosophical question, guys. If you want to become the better version of yourself, if you want to get rid of this habit, right? It is a destructive habit. I'm not gonna lie. I've done an 11-month streak, okay? An 11-month streak. And I'm telling you, like, I've done a very long streak, and the urges are always going to be there if you're a man, okay? As a man, you're always going to have the urges. But do you have the tactics to fight the war that you're in right now? Because it's a war. If you keep relapsing, you keep going back to the same programming, you don't understand, but it's really ruining your life. See, every time you do this, you're letting a part of your masculinity slip away from you. That's what's actually going on. Anytime and every time you do it. This is why there's so many men that feel emasculated. Do you guys know about the story of Peepin' Tom or something, right? Tom, this, think about it like this. Tom, like, back in the days before you could watch this film, this one character used to go around looking into windows to see if he could get a glimpse of something, right? Like, this stuff is so real. Like, Do you want to be peeping Tom? Is that? I don't think so. I think the people that watch my videos, the people that are familiar with my content, yo, you guys are a lot of you guys are very smart. You guys are aligned. You guys message me. You guys try talking to me, and you guys understand what this shit does to a man. It takes away from masculinity, right? Now, when you're going on SR, semen retention, you're gonna have a very big buildup of energy, inner chi. Okay. Now, you as a man have to find a way on how you're gonna direct that energy. Because if you think that you're going to be on a long SR streak without ever touching yourself, or without like just keep going without like getting any work done, without like just, going to the gym, picking up weight, talking to other people, meditating, putting this to your craft, if you think you can get away with doing things that are aligned to your purpose and you're going to win, you are in for such a surprise, guys. You are in for such a big surprise, because it doesn't work like that. This energy is so powerful. There's a reason why you cannot, like, everything on earth is moving, right? Quantumly in this earth, like even the rock or the trees that you see and you think that they're just there, no, there's particles that are moving within from the tree, and it's regenerating itself. Everything is regenerating itself, right? So what makes you think when you have such a potent energy in your body, you're not going to have to move, you're not going to have to go out, you're not going to have to do the work? All these things have to be done. And guys, another thing is, let me just tell you, this is a spiritual journey. Okay, I don't care what religion you belong to, I don't care what order you follow, I don't care what you do. That's your personal life. But this is spiritual. This is something that is not just like for any like normal man to do. Just know the mans that are doing this, you guys were on a very narrow path, right? The path of the winners is not wide. The path of the winners is very, very narrow. Getting to the truth is not just like, oh, you wake up and you know the truth. No, you don't just wake up to the truth. You have to go and you have to earn in and out. You have to go in. You have to go to war, baby. To find out the truth, you've got to go to war. You've got to go to battle against your own self, against your own desires, you got to transmute this energy. And you can't, another thing is, you can't even suppress it. That's what I mean. Like, if you're doing SR and you're in your room all day, you will relapse. Eventually you will relapse. I've tried that, the longest, and I'm a very disciplined man when it comes to this, because I've done the work. I've done 11 months of SR, right? I have it on my back now that I've done the work, so I am disciplined when it comes to this. But let me tell you, as disciplined as I am, if you put me in a room for like more than a couple of days alone doing nothing, eventually anything could happen. This is why such I there's so many people that thought that they could do it. They're like, oh, edging. Edging is when you touch yourself without actually ejaculating, right? You're playing with fire. Because you still see, the thing is, when you're going on this journey, you're trying to reprogram yourself. So you're trying to delete all the shit that you've had in your mind in the past, like years, about like how you look at the opposite sex. And now you're trying to delete all of that. And now you're trying to reprogram yourself. And like 99% plus men need to delete that programming, because the vast majority of men have been brought up with watching this filth, and they thought it was normal until one day they got in the bed with their wife and their wee-wee wouldn't go up anymore. It's that serious. Like, do you know how sad that is? Do you know how sad that is? Like, imagine you're with a girl, right? Like, imagine you like go on a date and like you, and then like, or like, let's say you're married and you get to bed and you can't even get it up, dude. That's that's embarrassing. And you know what's the one of the top three reasons other than our food? That's a whole different video. You guys should watch my videos on food. You guys should watch my videos on food. It's all interconnected. But just coming back to the topic, just imagine like how messed up it is. Like you're trying to get yourself up in front of a beautiful woman and you can't get it up, right? And like there's a reason why, I think someone said that the number one reason why people actually divorce is not because of money. Actually, it's because of sex. It's because of sex. And I was like, whoa, that's pretty, like I could believe a lot of it, you know what I mean, especially when it comes down to the man. Like, I could believe it, like it's very believable. But just think about it. It's not even like it is. Money is probably the top three things, right? Because money's energy. Again, it's not evil. A knife is not evil. You know what I mean? These things are not it's the way you use it. It's the way you choose to use these things. If you use these things in a arrogant, evil way, then it does become evil, right? So like it's like, but think about it. The number one reason why most people, and this has more to do with just anatomy and like your biology, because biologically, like pair bonding, the best way to pair bond is to make love with your other half, like to actually get in bed and make love with the other half. But imagine like, because like a man went through such heavy perversion in his life, he can't even get it up anymore. Like that, like genuinely, if you think about that and you give it a couple of like minutes to like let that sink in, that's actually very sad. Imagine like you're a man and you can't get yourself up in front of your wife and then you have to like wank one and then go to sleep. Like imagine how sad, like, yo, that's actually pretty sad as a man. Like that would be a sad thing, right? Like it is. This is why when you actually stop watching this stuff, your imagination just goes, like it elevates. Like you're more creative, you're more imaginative. Like you could think more. You're not just like a bum. You're not just like a person that, because your mind gets so perverted and the gray matter in your mind starts to deteriorate. Then you're like, oh, like, I'm just gonna watch this. No, 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 no. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, homie. The best way to actually have that pair of bonding is to make love to your woman, and to do that, you're gonna have to abstain from watching this crap. I don't know how else to tell you this, guys. Like, I don't know. Guys, this is like a very modern problem that we have. Like it really is. Like, no, I get it. Like some people say like, oh, like, but the elder people, the ancients used to draw. Okay, that was drawing. Okay, like I get it. That was like whoever, whatever was happening, that was just still drawing. Like now, with all the like, with all this stuff that you see so clear, and like in a click of a button, like you could just see whatever type of woman you want. Yo, that's actually scary if you think about it, bro. Like that literally, like most men now have seen more women naked than like their forefathers have ever in their whole entire life. Bro, like, boy, oh boy, that to me, like, this is why do you think like the recent male, like the male now has such a low count? Like, why is it, like, you know what I mean, guys? This stuff, like, I can tell you, like, if you do not occupy yourself with an actual goal, with an actual purpose, right? You don't take care of your body. You don't go to the gym. You don't eat right. Because even eating, if you eat the wrong food, food is energy, bro. If you put the wrong food in your mouth, bro, you're probably going to end up relapsing so one way or another because it has to get transmuted. You know what I mean? Unless you have very, like, very strong, and I mean, like, if you're eating pizzas and burgers and like everything, bro, you're gonna end up relapsing because if you can't control that, bro, like, yo, you're gonna end up relapsing. This is why it's interconnected, bro. Like, it's not just like I'm telling you to do this and it's like just do this. No, I'm telling you that you should do X, Y, and Z. I'm telling you, you need to stop watching this, start eating right, start going to the gym. There's a couple of things that you've got to do, and like, again, it's like 100 small things. It's not even like 3 major things. It's 100 small things. It's like one example: stay kind with people. Now you might be like, "What the fuck, Arsalan? Like, you're talking about like, how did it go from like SR to just staying kind?" Because it's energy. It's energy. If you're staying kind to other people, God, the higher power, the one high power, he's going to see that. God's going to see this. I told you guys, this is spiritual. This is not just like, this is why people that keep failing on this, a lot of them don't have a spiritual sense. They don't have that sense. They don't have it in them. If you don't think like that, it's going to be hard. Like, I did 11 months on this. I'm telling you, I couldn't do it without God. I can't. It's God that's helping me, right? I believe that the Creator is propagating everything for me. So if you're kind to other people, that's coming back to you. And how's it coming back to you? God's going to help you on your streak. There's a lot. It's not just like, and honestly, I'll tell you something. Before I did my 11 months, I did like 30 days, I think. Then I did 60 days. I think then I did 90 days. I think then I did like 4 months or something. Guys, like 120 days. Guys, like, my journey to 11 months wasn't just like I woke up and I did 11 months. Like, I'm going to do 11 months. No. Guys, I had to build up to this point. Like, I had to really build myself up. Like, a lot of people don't understand. They don't get it. They're like, yo, Arsalan, like, how did you do it? What some people might ask me that, you know what I mean? I'm paraphrasing what they might have said. But it's like, or they might have just given me expressions, one or the other. Right? Where they don't say it, but they look at you like, whoa, you know what I mean? But like, it's love. It's coming from a point of love, you know what I mean? I have nothing against it, but my point being said is, until you don't keep fail, like, you're gonna eventually fail, bro. Like, you might end up failing at one of your lower streaks, but then you've got to get yourself back up and you got to keep reminding yourself of your why. Like, why am I doing this? Like, what's the reason behind I'm doing it? Like, why am I doing it? And once you have good, solid reasons, like me, I have to do it for myself. I had to clear my energy out. My energy has to be clear. Until my energy is not clear, I do not feel good. I do not want to live like a perv. Like, that's not what I want to live like. Dude, like, that's not who I want to be. That's not the type of guy I want to be. I want to be the type of dude that's remembered for something. I don't want to be the type of guy that, like, keeps touching himself. He does this, he does that. Bro, it's not worth it. If you have I'm telling you guys right now, girls will come to you. Money will come to you. Last year, on my longest streak, I made the most money in my life. Okay, I made the most money in my life on my longest streak. Straight up. I've never made that much money in my life. I made the most money last year on my life. Longest streak. I had to wake up every day around 3:30 to 4 a.m., go to work, you know what I mean, get paid, Bro, waking up, like, try waking up 3:30 a.m. 6 days a week for almost a year, bro. Bro, and then like going to the gym, being fit, doing what a man does, taking care of himself, bro, that shit takes a toll on you, brother. It's one thing just having a fucking 9 to 5 job and just, pardon my French, having a 9 to 5 job and just going home, just fucking eating like a Doritos, watching your shit, and then fucking touching yourself up and going to sleep. There's one thing with that. But it's another thing when you're leveling yourself up. You're working, you're saving your money, you're investing your money. Okay, you're going to the gym, you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your people. You're taking care of your body, you're taking care of your mind, you're learning every single day. That's a whole different ball game. Now you're on a whole different ball game. To do stuff like that, you gotta discipline yourself. And motivation doesn't exist. I can motivate you right now. Tomorrow you might go do whatever you want to do. But what works is habits and discipline. If you can discipline yourself as a man, if you can learn how to actually discipline yourself and take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of your mind, you're gonna win. You're not gonna end up relapsing, you know what I mean? For a long time. Obviously, like, if you find the right woman and things work out, that's a whole different story, okay? But like, yo, if you're a single man, and you're trying to like just focus, like, you know what I mean, like better yourself, because ultimately, bro, what it is like, when you better yourself, when you chase your bag, when you chase God, like go after God, bro, even before the bag, like, once you're cool with the Most High, one Creator, yo, like, just watch all the blessings flow into your life. Like, everything will flow into your life. I'm a proof of that. Like, I've had a lot of blessings last year, bro, and like this year, I'm expecting a lot of blessings too. God's gonna give it to me. You know what I mean? God's gonna bless me. It's inevitable. God's gonna bless me. I'm chosen. God has and I don't mean to sound arrogant, but when you put in the work, you feel loved. Like, you feel loved, you love yourself. You want to take care of yourself, you want to take care of people, you want to do all of that. But if you're the type of guy that just, all you're doing is like, you're chasing women, and not even like in real life, like online, like you're like paying subscriptions and all that stuff, like just watching stuff, like, oh my God, bro, you don't want that energy. I promise you, bro, you don't want that energy. Do anything. Fight your battles, go to war. You don't want that, brother. I'm telling you, it's not easy, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not easy. Like, I've told you guys, like, I had to go through a couple of streaks myself, okay? I had to do it myself in order for me to be like, yo, like, I did it. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to go through this and do it. But if you're not gonna do it, then what are you gonna do? What are your chances of winning in life, bro? What are you gonna do? You're just gonna be a fucking perv? Is that what you're fucking trying to do? Like, is that what you're gonna try to do? Nah, man, I don't think you want that for yourself, you know what I mean? That's not what you want, bro. If you wanna be a badass, bro, you gotta take the other route. You can't just fucking sit here and be like, stroke your own self out, you know what I mean? You gotta make decisions. You gotta make choices. That's how, it's that simple. A lot of people don't get it, but it's really that simple. It's not that hard. If you take care of yourself, you eat right, you stay busy, you stay focused on a goal, you grind. Whether you're a person that wants to start a business, you know what I mean? Go do a full-time fucking job before you do that. Work a full-time job or something and then try to start a business on the side. Tell me if you have time to do that. Please tell me if you get time to do that. Because if you have time to do that, then something's not right with you. Then you're probably like, You have too much time in your hand. Somewhere the time is slipping somewhere. Because if you have enough time to like, bro, I had I'd go to work in the morning early around 4 a.m. around 3:30 a.m. I'd have to wake up around 4 to 5 a.m. I'd have to be at work. Most days I come back home after like 12 hours. No, I'd be done after 12 hours. Either in between my work or after my work, I go to the gym. After I'm done going to the gym, I would record some videos. I would come home, I would cook my own food, then I would eat my food, right? And you think I've got time after that, bro? Bro. Bro, you work that hard, man. Bro, you get the type of sleep that, like, a baby doesn't even get. Like, I'm serious. You'll get the type of sleep that a baby doesn't even get. But my point being said, kings, my point being said, okay, if you're a woman queen, you know what I mean? I don't know, if you're a woman and you're watching this, trust me, I'm telling you, make sure your man is on this. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel good and pure with them, right? Like, you want to feel pure. If you're all my guys, let's go hard, man. You know, if you've made it so far and you haven't messaged me on Instagram telling me that, yo, you're watching, if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't liked my video, what are you doing? Go on my Instagram, come follow me, message me up, tell me what you're going through, whatever it is, let me know, let me see what's going on with you. Let's try to figure things out, you know what I mean? Like, let's just let's talk. Like, let's just talk. Like, I want to know what's going on with most of the guys right now, bro. Because honestly, I feel like a different man after my 11-month streak. I feel different. I don't feel the same guy anymore. I don't like the type of fetishes I used to have. I'm not gonna lie, they were pretty fucking weird. I look at those fetishes, I'm like, ew, that's fucked up. Like, it wasn't even like after I did like my 30-day streak, my 60, that 11-month streak just changed to me. Like, it forever. Like, I just can't even look back. Bro, like, I've had, like, after that 11 months, bro, if I told you the blessings that have came to my life, like, no joke, I've met some very beautiful people in my life after that. My point being said is, God wants to give you your blessings, but just look at yourself. Like, what are you doing that might be hindering those? Because it's you. God has everything set up in divine timing for us. It's us that make mistakes, we mess up, but it's okay. We're chosen. God loves us. God cares for us. He picks us back up. But if you're relapsing, look at where you're going wrong, because there are places where you could be going wrong as a man. You could be going wrong. You gotta really look. As I told you, it's not just 3 things. It's 100 small things. It's being kind to the person. It's changing in your environment, changing those people that you surround yourself with that keep talking about weird shit, right? It's saying thank you to people. Literally, it's like saying thank you to people. It's being in nature sometimes, go for a little walk. A lot of people, they'll go to work and they'll come home, and that's the trap. Just as soon as you come home, you have that 1 or 2 hours on your bed. That's the trap right there. As soon as you come home, eat your food, have a plan to go for a walk right after that or something, or do like some rope or some shit. Like, move yourself, move your body. Don't just put yourself at one place and be like, oh, I'm good. No, you're not good if you do that. If you actually want to be the type of guy that wants to make a very big change in your life, start moving. Start getting shit done. Don't just sit around and do nothing, right? Start getting shit done, and you'll see a very big difference in your life. If you don't want to relapse, if you've already relapsed, listen to me. Stop showing yourself guilt. Stop shaming yourself. Stop telling yourself that you're a bad person. You're not a bad person. But what you need to do is you need to take accountability. You need to know that God loves you. You need to know that God is watching after you. You need to know that no matter what, God is with you, and you need to pick yourself back up. You need to get up. You need to not be a quitter. We don't mess with quitters over here. If we fall, we get back up. That's it. If you've come so far, I would appreciate it if you like the video, subscribe to my channel, like my video. If you share this video, that would be amazing. But just take care of yourself. I hope you the best, okay? Take care.